Right, so good morning, sir. So my topic for today is alpha beta pruning. So alpha beta pruning is not actually a new algorithm, but rather an optimization technique for the minimax algorithm. So it reduces the computation time by a huge factor. This allow us to search faster and even go into deeper levels in the game tree. It casts off branches in the game tree which need not be searched because they already exist. A better move available. It is called alpha beta pruning because it passes two extra parameters in the minimax function, namely alpha and beta. So alpha and beta parameters. So alpha is the best value that maximizer currently can guarantee at the level or above. And for the beta is the best value that the minimizer currently can guarantee at that level or below. So here is the example. So the initial call starts from A. The value of alpha here is negative infinity and the value of beta is positive infinity. These values are passed down to subsequent nodes in the tree. At A, the maximizer must choose max of B and C. So A calls B first. So at B, the minimizer must choose minimizer of T and E and hence calls D first. And at D, it looks at its left child, which is a leaf node. This node returns a value of 3. Now, the value of alpha at D is maximizer to negative infinity and 3, which is 3. So to decide whether it's worth looking at the right node or not, it checks the condition of beta as less than or equal to alpha. This is false since beta is equals to positive infinity and alpha is equals to 3. So it contributes the search. D now look at its right child which returns a value of 5. At D, alpha is equals to maximizer of 3 and 5, which is 5. Now the value of node D is 5. So D returns a value of 5 to B. At B, beta is equals to minimizer of positive infinity and 5, which is 5. So the minimizer is now guaranteed a value of 5 or lesser. So B now calls E to see if we can get a lower value than 5. So at E, the values of alpha and beta is not negative infinity and positive infinity, but instead negative infinity and 5 respectively because the value of beta was changed at B and that is what B passed down to E. So now E looks at its left child which is 6. So at E, alpha is equals to maximizer of negative infinity and 6, which is 6. And here's the condition becomes true. So beta is 5 and alpha is 6. So beta less than or equal to alpha is true. Hence, it breaks and E returns 6 to B. So how it did not matter was the value of E. E is right child. It could have been positive infinity or negative infinity, still wouldn't matter. Whenever even had to look at it because the minimizer was guaranteed a value of 5 or lesser, so as soon as the maximizer saw the 6, he knew that the minimizer would never come this way because you can get a 5 on the left side of P. This way, we didn't have to look at that 9 and hence save computation time. So E returns a value of 6 to B. So at B, beta is equals to minimizer of 5 and 6, which is 5. So the value of B is also 5. So far, this is how our game tree looks like. The 9 is crossed out because it was never computed. So B returns 5 to A at A. So alpha is equals to maximizer of negative infinity and 5, which is 5. Now, the maximizer is guaranteed a value of 5 or greater. So A now calls to C if he can get a higher value than 5. So at C, alpha is equals to 5 and beta is equals to positive infinity. So C calls F. So at F, alpha is equals to 5 and beta is equals to positive infinity. And F look at its left child, which is an A. So alpha is equals to maximizer of 5 and 1, which is still 5. So F look at its right child, which is a 2. Hence, the best value of this node is 2. So alpha still remains 5. So F returns a value of 2 to C. At C is equals to minimizer of positive infinity and 2. So the condition beta is less than or equal to alpha becomes true as beta is equals to 2 and alpha is equals to 5. So it breaks and it does not even have to compute the entire subtree of G. So the institution behind this break-off is that at C, minimizer was guaranteed a value of 2 or lesser, but the maximizer was already guaranteed a value of 5 if it chose B. So why would the maximizer ever choose C and get a value less than 2? Again, you can see that it does not matter what those last two values were. We also save a lot of computation by skipping a whole subtree. So C now returns a value of 2 to A. Therefore, the best value of A is a maximizer of 5 and 2, which is 5. So hence, the value of maximizer can get is 5. Right, so this is how our final game tree looks like. As you can see, G has been crossed out as it was never computed. Right. Then, so the benefits of alpha and beta pruning. So, reduces computation time. Alpha beta pruning significantly reduces the number of nodes that need to be evaluated, leading to a substantial improvement in efficiency. And also, deeper search. By reducing computation time, alpha beta pruning allow us to search deeper into the game tree, potentially leading to better decisions. And last, improve performance. So overall, alpha beta pruning is a powerful technique that can significantly improve the performance of game playing algorithm. So these are the applications of alpha beta pruning. So we have here a chess. So alpha beta pruning is widely used in chess engines to evaluate possible moves and choose the best strategy. And second, Go. Alpha beta pruning is also used in Go engines, which are known for the complex game trees. And checkers. Alpha beta pruning is effective in checkers where the game tree is relatively smaller but still complex enough to benefit from pruning. So that's all of my report. Thank you and have a good day.